Hello there, the festive season is suddenly upon us, so I've been dreaming up a minimal holiday makeup look. You might look at this and think, red lipstick, sparkly shadow, not exactly minimal, but you can play up elements of a look and keep the rest more understated. Balance is key. If you're going big on the eyes, you can do less on the lips or the other way around. In this case, I want the focal points to be a crisp red lip and lush lashes with lots of volume, then the rest is much more pared down. Fresh, glowy skin and only subtly sparkly eyes. As the festive season gets closer, so does sales season, but I'm so happy to give you early access to Merit's only sale of the year, starting right now, 20% off site-wide with my code below. They don't do any other codes or discounts. This is your chance to try my favorite creamy, easy, lightweight, minimal makeup formulas on sale. You know Merit's such a key part of my everyday routine, so it's a pleasure to work with them again. Part of this video is in paid partnership with the brand. My early access code for you ends just before midnight on November 24, when the general sale kicks in from November 25 and the discount will apply automatically, but it's so handy to be able to get in early before anything sells out, and every order during this sale period ships with their mini baby blue limited edition signature bag. It is so cute, such a nice way to keep your lipstick, concealer and lip balm together in your bag. I'll leave my Merit Favourites video below to help you navigate the sale with mini reviews of every single product in their range, but many of my favourites are here today too. Let's get into it. Starting with a light base Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Enhancing Tint. I patiently waited to shade match this formula in London and was blown away. This is a best-in-class, lightweight, fresh, skin-like tint in 19 shades. Lisa says it's like your skin on its best day in just 2 drops, and that is it. Can't say enough good things about it. To add a touch more breathable coverage around my nose, chin, and any redness or blemishes, of course, it's my favourite all-over skin fix, Merit the Minimalist. Now in 30 shades, I wear June. This perfecting complexion stick has been a constant in my routine this year. Started a new stick recently. Creamy, light to medium coverage that doesn't clog pores. It looks seamless, disappears into the skin, tapping it with your fingers or pressing it in with the wonderful brush number 1, dense but soft bristles. Very hard to play favourites in the sale, but this duo shares the gold medal podium for me. Then some brightening under the eyes with a lightweight fluid, and you know it's going to be YSL Touche Eclat, a reliable, thin formula. Keeping it simple with brows, Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Gel shapes without adding tint. Love this Gracie Abrams approved hold and lift, but I always include a disclaimer, you only need one pass through, as laminating gels like this can get a little crunchy with too much product. For bronze and glow, I've been loving Westman Atelier Liquid Super Loaded Tinted Highlight Drops in Peau de Soleil. I wear this all over my face, mixed into my skin tint, or a small amount on my cheekbones, hairline, and temples instead of bronzer. Gorgeously glowy, natural warmth. You could stop there, but it is the silly season, so I like amping up the radiance slightly with something like Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in Rose Gold Pillow Talk. These squeezy sponges are a classic for a megawatt or candlelit glow, and I like the rosier tone here to go with the red lips coming up. A touch of blush, and red has had a huge moment this year. I'll leave my strawberry makeup video below, and my only addition to that list would be Merit Flush Balm in Rouge. This balmy, buildable bubble is one of my top dewy formulas in a lovely sheer touch of rosy red. So wearable, not daunting, and fitting for cold weather or hot weather Christmas cheeks. If I fancy more of a nude to let the red lips do the talking, I'm still reaching for Pat McGrath Labs Divine Blush in Alluring Nude, a peachy beige as seen on Nicola Coughlan. This super glossy stick will add to the overall extra glowy skin situation I'm going for very nicely. I'd like the eyes to be defined and sparkly in a sneaky way, so I'm starting with a base of Merit Solo Shadow in Studio, their long-wearing formula that works best without primer on me. I trust it to stay in place all day. This cool taupe or rosy beige caramel gives me a no shadow hint of depth, softening with brush number 2 and continuing the colour under my lash line. To catch the light, a touch of Victoria Beckham Beauty Lid Luster in Tea Rose. You know I'm a picky glitter person, but this is a fantastic, soft, pressed powder packed with pearlescent pigments. The eyes aren't the main event here. Subtle sparkle is the name of the game, so I'm treating this as an eye topper with a very light hand to leave tiny rose gold, violet and gold pearl flecks on top of Studio. I'll use my Refa eyelash curler to prep my lashes. I rarely curl them because I have fairly straight lashes and like that look, but I do like this curler because it captures every lash and gives you natural lift and a softer curl. Ready for Bake Up Beauty Tarantulash Mascara. Big, bold, buildable, designed by makeup artist Jo Baker, who's bottled her signature spidery lashes. Think Lucy Boynton lashes, who works with Jo, so she's worn this. Everything else about this look is minimal, but I want a statement on the lips and lashes. More 60s volume than soft and fluttery. Adore the mini Bake Up Beauty palettes, but this mascara is their bestseller. The moment, the red lip. Tossing up between 3 mattes. Meet one of the softest matte lipsticks I've ever tried. My favourite child in Merit's signature lip matte family is Vermilion, a warm, summery red that brightens up the face, but the classic cooler red Power also suits this time of year. So smooth and weightless, but wears well and blurs beautifully for a lived-in, relaxed red. The Anna Edit demonstrated that perfectly recently. A guaranteed hit holiday gift for any red lip lovers in your life. I am drawn to deeper dark reds too, so the new Gucci Beauty Velvet Matte Lipstick shade Rosso Ancora is decadent. Described as a cranberry scarlet, this colour was inspired by an elevator wall in London's Savoy Hotel in the 1800s, where founder Guccio Gucci worked as a luggage porter. Seeing this intense shade also helps to highlight the tonal difference between warmer vermilion and cooler Power above. If you'd prefer a festive glowy gloss, Glossier launched new shades of their classic formula recently, and pink is a sheer rose with tiny silver sparkle. As I said with the VB shadow, I rarely go for glitter, but when it's suspended in such a glassy gloss like this, it actually just adds to how shiny and full your lips look. If you're into more subtle shine and a lighter texture, Merit Shade Slick in Bel Air, clear with super fine gold shimmer, is a cross between a lip oil and a light stain, so it's thin enough to add a touch to the center of your lips over lipstick without worrying about movement. Some comfort and a juicier finish without being messy. Let me know what you think of this holiday look, Matilda's version. I'd love to hear if you have your eye on anything in the Merit sale. Again, my code gives you early access to 20% off site-wide until the sale starts on November 25. Happy to help you browse. Can't wait to see what you put in those mini blue bags. A minimal finished product here with fun, bolder lip and lash moments. You cannot go wrong with a rich red and glowy skin at this time of year or any time of year. Please leave your vision for any upcoming festive season looks in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.